This week, we're going to look at experiments. Experiments are special types of research designs that enable us to demonstrate causation, specifically that A causes B rather than B causes A, or there's a third factor that causes both A and B, ideas like that. So we're going to be focusing on this collecting information. How do we design research so that we can tell that one thing causes something else? And we're going to see that it's especially associated with random assignment to two different conditions. Then, once again, we'll have to process the information and communicate the information. Now, in all of this research process, whether we're doing survey design or research design, we need to respond with humility. This idea of humility is important in science, and it's important as a Christ follower from a Christian point of view, from a biblical point of view. It's important from a scientific point of view because there are so many factors that influence human behavior, and we only study it a few at a time. And one of the results of that is that we only get a small percentage of the variation in human behavior accounted for by the different variables that we're studying. That means we have a small R squared. We might demonstrate that A causes B, but we look at the R squared and see that that only accounts for 4% of the variation in behavior, the variation in B. And so we're always getting these small R squareds, this small percentage of variation that is accounted for by whatever model we use, whatever model we test, whatever model we demonstrate causation with in an experiment. And so that makes us be humble, saying there's a lot that we don't know and that there's a lot that we can't predict. And we need to have that scientific humility, constantly being open to the idea that, whoa, there's a lot we don't know. We need to learn even more. But also we need humility in life when we deal with other people. That's like one of the main Christian characteristics, main Christian qualities that are super important for the Christian. We need to be humble before God, recognizing our own limitations, our own sinfulness, our need for Him, and we need to be humble before others, understanding how limited we are in understanding their circumstances, what they experience, how our advice might be applicable to them. We need to just simply spend an awful lot of time listening and understanding other people's situation. So the idea of humility in the research process and all aspects of life is really important.